everyone, this is Cindy Creating with a Heart, and I am back at my very messy desk because I am in a frantic hurry to finish a bunch of projects. I'm hoping I have enough projects to get me through to December 25th. It might be December 24th. It might be 24 days of Christmas instead of 25. We'll see. But this video is kind of about the Minc. So it's one of these tools that I never realized that I needed. I'm sure there are other ways to do this. I've seen people use irons and laminating machines. I will tell you that my laminator does not get that hot. I have a Your Story and I haven't tried it with that one, but the one at work that I have, it doesn't get as hot as the Minc. So I have no idea if it's really going to work as well. But the one that I have is the mini, and it's small. So it's the perfect size for me because I'm not looking to make, 12 by 12 or anything crazy like that. So I think it's fine for me. I think if I can find some sleeves that are longer and cut them down so that they fit 6 inches, so they can fit inside the machine, I will do that because then you could do longer sheets. They just can't be more than 6 inches wide. So the first project I want to share with you guys is some projects that I actually used. Well, this one, I printed this out on my computer, and this is actually from Jennifer McGuire Inc. Had her Handmade Kindness campaign, and she, in collaboration with Christina Werner, created this free printout that you could print out. It's a free download. So you could go to Jennifer McGuire Inc. and there's a link there under her Handmade Kindness that you could go ahead and get this. And it's very, very pretty. So I printed it here at home, and it is an inkjet. So an inkjet is not going to work. So I took it to work and I put my own paper into the copy machine because there's a toner cartridge in there. So you need one of the sort of big machines. It can't really be a small one probably, but a big machine, or if you have a laser printer, those also have toner cartridges. I haven't tried the laser, but I've only tried the Xerox machine. So I printed this out and then I brought it home, and it came with a gold foil. I actually didn't have any gold foil, but it came with gold foil in my machine, and I was able to get 2 of them out of a little 6x6 sheet that they gave me, and it came out beautifully. So this was printed at home on copy paper, and then I Xeroxed it, feeding it with my cardstock, and then brought it home and foiled it, and it came out beautiful. Okay, so then I stamped some things on copy paper, and then I did the same technique. So I stamped it on copy paper, took it to where I had an industrial machine that uses toner, and put my own cardstock in the machine and photocopied it in black, obviously, and brought it back home and then minked it. So this one, I tried using 2 different kinds of colors. So this one is a blue, and then this one is gold, the little bit of gold that was left. And this is Mama Elephant Alpine Carolers. Okay, so it makes beautiful 1-layer cards. This one is You're Cool, Take a Penguin's Word for It. This is Arctic penguins, I think, and the sentiments that go with it. And this was, the whole thing was then done with pink foil. See how pretty that is? You can see the shimmer. So these are going to actually be thank you cards. So there's that one. And then I did one more. This is Lawn Fawn. There's No One Like You. And this one was done in gold. I think it's some of, no, this one's done in silver. So sorry, I'm like, I don't have enough gold for this. This one's done in silver, I think. So anyway, that's the technique that I use. So I just stamped it using Memento Tuxedo Black. I did it on copy paper. You probably could just do it on cardstock if you wanted. And then I put my own paper in the copy machine, made a photocopy. It was in black. and white, brought it back, and when I put the foil on and I ran it through the machine, the foil stuck to the toner. Very cool. Now here's some fails. So this is a fail. So this one was stamped, and you can see it wasn't a very dark impression. It's actually the first time I used this stamp, so it wasn't kind of seasoned yet. And so you can see that it's not real dark. So when I foiled it, this is the foiled one, those sort of failure to stamp very clearly showed up in my foiling. Okay, so keep that in mind, that you really want good crisp images when you Xerox, because if you have a good Xerox machine, it's going to show all of those flaws, and then when you foil it, then they're not hidden. So that was kind of a fail, but that was kind of good to see. And then this is one that I didn't stamp it very well, and so I didn't even bother with that one. So what I have learned is that this is a really fun technique, which means that any stamp that you have, you could foil. Now, if I do this again, I probably will maybe even just do like a little panel and use, pattern paper, and maybe make a design, or maybe, cut it out with a die cut. I might do some other creative things instead of the one layer, but I just was testing it to see how it would work. And it works great. This one in particular came out just beautiful. So, I'm sure there's other ways that you can Minc. I am not going to test those other ways because I have a Minc. And so I have no idea if it's on the exclusion list for Michael's or for Joann's. But, and I don't know if they even sell the little machines there. Maybe they sell them online. But it is definitely, if you want to try or do foiling at all, you think it's something you might like, maybe you're going to do wedding invitations, I highly recommend this machine. I wasn't a huge fan of her marquee stuff. That's just me, because I don't do well with curved things. But the Minc is definitely awesome. So I love it. It's super, super easy. And literally just printing this out. Okay, so it took a little effort for me to remember to, to do it, all the kind of steps. But once I brought it home, the actual minking of it, the foiling of it, took like 2 minutes. Okay, the hardest part was, cutting my foil. And it just looks so professional. Like, this looks like it came from a store. So definitely, if you are thinking about it and wondering if it's worth the money. Now, I paid $40 for my Minc machine, which is a really, really good deal. But is it worth the money? I would say it's definitely worth the $40 I spent. I am very, very happy, and I'm looking around thinking of, what else can I foil? How can I use this machine? So I know that somebody commented on my YouTube on my very first, the Minc project I did before, and said they just bought a Minc and were interested to see, what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to try and keep up with using the Minc. I don't have a lot of colors right now, but I have some other, I have a non-Christmas, I think, packet of stuff from Heidi. Let me see if I have it. What do I have? Because I did buy a bunch of Minc stuff. I don't know. I have so much. I have just a bin with all the Minc crap in it. I don't know if I have anything else, but I'll definitely be on the lookout to buy more of her Minc stuff. And like I said, you could use any stamp that you have. You could print anything that you want off the internet and foil it. It's amazing. So thank you for watching. This is Cindy with Paint with the Heart.